When you're in front of a judge, you want to know that you, or at least your community, weighed in on who's there on the bench.
It's important for people to have confidence that when they go into court, they're going to have a fair and impartial judge, that they're going to be treated equally, that the rule of law applies to all.
The legal system, the courts, are such an important part of our society that they're what makes our nation not just survive, but thrive.
The Our Courts Adult Educational Program is a nonpartisan program with the goal of furthering public understanding and knowledge about the state and federal courts in Colorado.
It's peeling back the veil of really what happens.
All of the Our Courts programs are free of charge. Many of them are offered in both English and Spanish. We've won numerous state and national awards recognizing how important the civics education is.
The various judges and lawyers who give classes give us a very deep, very comprehensive look at the important factors in the law.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Rich Gabriel. I'm one of the justices of the Colorado Supreme Court.
We get a really good feeling for what are these people like? Who are they as human beings? And that's so very refreshing to be able to see a presenter who has a wonderful style, wonderful knowledge, but they're just like all of your other neighbors, but much smarter.
Our Courts has developed 12 different programs to present to adult audiences. We have programs on our state courts, our federal courts, as well as specific topics like immigration, divorce, bankruptcy, and also one on the merit selection and retention of Colorado judges.
The parties should feel heard and respected. That's part of what courts do.
Colorado has a merit selection system that started in the 1960s. All the nominating commissions are nonpartisan. They're comprised of lawyers and non-lawyers, Republicans, Democrats, and independents. The commissions meet, they review the applicants, and then they determine who they're going to interview. And then the commissions deliberate and generally send 3 candidates up to the governor. The governor will then select the final appointment for the judicial opening.
It really hits me when I go other places and I see how politicized the process is, how great and how effective our merit-based system is, because it just feels more pure and we're getting, I think, the best candidates up there on the bench.
There are states that have partisan elections, and so candidates for an open judicial position would affiliate with a party, and like any political candidate, they would campaign and do fundraising, which is very different from what we have in Colorado.
How many of you have noticed a whole bunch of judges on the ballot every couple of years?
The Judicial Performance Commission does in-depth evaluations of each judge in the state when they're up for retention. In Colorado, judges show up in the Blue Book. It gives you a lot of information about the judges to inform voters about the judge's performance.
All of you get to decide if I keep my job. Again, incredible empowerment of the voters in this state.
Part of the education with our courts is letting folks know about judicial performance, so they can not only track the judges to the bench, but they can track their performance while they're on the bench, and then you can vote intelligently.
It is so much fun to watch the participants coming out of a class, because they come out and they say, I can't believe how much I learned. It's also fun for me to read the evaluations after the classes, because those evaluations come back 10 out of 10, or if they don't get a 10, it's because they wanted the course to be longer.
It's about getting the best people on the bench, people who are qualified, who are dedicated public servants, who reflect the communities that they will serve, regardless of political affiliations. And the more public and community engagement we can have around that process, the better and more effective it is. And that is the goal of our courts.